You know, I'm taking a car in. I just brought it in to get the oil changed and get serviced. And it had me thinking, for me, it's crucial every day to be active in my recovery. You know, we can put down the drugs and alcohol and, you know, still try to just go on living our lives how we were living. But, you know, for me, I couldn't do that. Because when I got sober, I was homeless. I didn't have a job. I didn't have a family. I didn't even have clean clothes to wear. So when I got sober, I had to make some major changes. I had to change the people, the places, the things I was doing. Because listen, when I was drinking and drugging, I lived on the streets. You know, I was homeless. I stayed in abandoned buildings. You know, I chased drugs and alcohol. You know, some days I would stand with a cardboard sign. Some days I would go out boosting. You know, some days I would get stuff for people and take a little out of it, or maybe give them fake drugs. I did that tons of times. I say that so you know that my life revolved around drugs and alcohol. You know, I was totally obsessed. But by the grace of God and working a good program of recovery, you know, that obsession has totally been lifted. But just cause that obsession is lifted, listen, I'm an addict. I'm an alcoholic. You know, that's a disease. That's something I'm going to carry with me for the rest of my life. You know, I had to come to a place of acceptance about that. You know, I had to truly believe that I'm an alcoholic or an addict. And, you know, I had to change everything. My attitude, my actions, everything. Because, you know, that obsession can come back. And I'm only an arm's length away from a drink or a drug. And that's a fact. So, you know, every day, you know, I got to be active in my recovery. You know, I got to play a role in my recovery. I got to go to meetings. I got to connect with other people. You know, I got to call them. I send out text messages every morning. You know, I pray. I meditate. You know, in the mornings, I do a little short meditation. And, you know, midday, I do another meditation as well. You know, there's tons of stuff I do for my routine and my daily habits. But, you know, these are all things I get to do now because I'm sober, you know. I get to help other people. I get to coach guys. You know, I get to have an amazing relationship with my girlfriend because I choose recovery every single day. And I play an active role in my recovery. You know, I know a lot of people that just, you know, put down the drugs and alcohol and they don't make changes in their life. And the sad thing is, most of them people end up relapsing. And a lot of them end up dying. You know, I hear about people, friends of mine, family, dying all the time. You know, all the time. So I got to remember where I came from, and I got to be active in my recovery. Oh, and another thing, too, I got to stay grateful. I really have to stay grateful. And some days, you know, it's a little work getting that attitude of gratitude. But I make it a point to get there every single day. I got to stay grateful for this life that God has given to me. And I keep this life God has given to me by giving it away, by being of service, by helping others, by doing the next right thing and being a good person. So no matter where you are in your addiction or your recovery, just know that you can make changes. You can get out of the grips of this addiction. You gotta be willing and you gotta be active in your recovery. Stay positive, have an awesome day. Let's get it, baby.